Stop asking me when. Stop demanding timelines from me. Stop measuring my faithfulness by your calendar. I am not bound by your schedules, not limited by your expectations, not contained by your understanding of how things should unfold. The question that consumes you, the question that torments your nights and frustrates your prayers, the question that you whisper in desperation and shout in anger, when will it happen? When will you move? When will my breakthrough come? Is the wrong question. And as long as you keep asking the wrong question, you will keep missing the right answer. Here is what I want you to understand. I am not delaying your blessing to punish you. I am not withholding your breakthrough to test your patience. I am not postponing your elevation to see how long you will wait. I am developing you. I am building something inside you that is more important than what you are asking for outside you. I am forming character that can sustain what you are praying to receive. Because what good is a blessing if the person receiving it is not equipped to handle it? What value is a breakthrough if the one experiencing it lacks the wisdom to steward it? You pray for promotion, but I am developing your humility. You pray for wealth, but I am building your integrity. You pray for influence, but I am strengthening your discernment. You pray for doors to open, but I am constructing the person who can walk through them with grace. You see delay, I see development. You see postponement, I see preparation. You see waiting, I see building. And what I am building in you is infinitely more valuable than what you are asking from me. The timing you crave is not the timing you need. If I gave you everything when you first asked for it, you would destroy yourself with your own success. If I opened every door the moment you knocked, you would walk into rooms you are not ready to occupy. If I released every blessing the instant you prayed for it, you would be overwhelmed by gifts you lack the character to manage. My delays are not denials. They are divine mercy, protecting you from receiving what you are not yet prepared to steward. Think about this carefully. Every hero of faith I have ever used had to endure seasons where the when seemed more important than the who. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness, not because I had forgotten him, but because I was transforming him from an impulsive prince into a patient leader. David spent years running from Saul, not because I was cruel, but because I was developing him from a shepherd boy into a king who could unite nations. Joseph spent years in prison, not because I had abandoned him, but because I was maturing him from a dreamer into an administrator who could save civilizations. In every case, they started by asking, when will you deliver me from this desert? When will you establish me on the throne? When will you fulfill the dreams you gave me? But by the end of their preparation, they understood that the when was less important than the who. Who they had become in the waiting was more powerful than what they received at the end of it. The character forged in delay became the foundation for destiny fulfilled. This is what you must grasp. I am not working on your circumstances. I am working on you. I am not rearranging your situation. I am reconstructing your spirit. I am not changing what is around you. I am transforming what is within you. Because external breakthrough without internal preparation leads to external collapse. Success without character is catastrophe waiting to happen. Blessing without wisdom is burden wearing disguise. You want to know when you will get married, but I am asking, who are you becoming as a single person? Are you learning to be whole without another person completing you? Are you developing the emotional maturity to love someone else without needing them to fill the emptiness inside you? Are you growing in the areas that will make you a partner worth having, rather than a project that needs fixing? The right person will not come to complete you. They will come to complement the completeness you have discovered in me. You want to know when your business will succeed, but I am asking, who are you becoming as an entrepreneur? Are you developing the discipline to steward resources wisely? Are you learning to treat employees with dignity and customers with integrity? Are you growing in wisdom to make decisions that honor me rather than just maximize profit? Success without character corrupts Wealth without wisdom destroys. Influence without integrity ruins everything it touches. You want to know when your breakthrough will come, but I am asking, who are you becoming while you wait for it? Are you growing in faith when nothing seems to be moving? Are you developing patience when everything seems to be delayed? Are you building trust when circumstances seem to contradict my promises? The person you become while waiting determines whether you will be able to handle what you receive when waiting ends. Stop measuring my faithfulness by the speed of my answers. Start measuring your readiness by the depth of your character. Stop evaluating my love by the timing of my blessings. Start evaluating your maturity by the quality of your responses to my processes. Stop judging my goodness by how quickly I give you what you want. Start assessing your growth by how much you trust me when I do not give you what you expect. The question is not, when will God move? The question is, who will you be when He does? The question is not, when will doors open? The question is, who will walk through them when they do? The question is not, when will breakthrough come? The question is, who will be ready to receive it when it arrives? Because timing without readiness is chaos. Opportunity without preparation is catastrophe. Blessing without character is destruction. I have been watching you focus so intently on the calendar that you miss the curriculum. You spend so much energy calculating dates that you neglect developing character. You invest so much effort in predicting timelines that you ignore the lessons I am trying to teach you in the meantime. But the meantime is not mean time. The meantime is meaningful time. The meanwhile is not waste time. The meanwhile is building time. Here is what I need you to understand about my timing. It is always perfect, but it is never predictable. It is always right, but it is rarely rushed. It is always precise, but it is never premature. I move when you are ready, not when you are eager. I act when you are prepared, not when you are impatient. I release when you are mature, not when you are desperate. And readiness, preparation, and maturity cannot be hurried. They must be developed. Every delay in your life is a classroom. Every postponement is a laboratory. Every setback is a workshop where I am crafting something inside you that you cannot see but desperately need. The skills you are learning in the waiting room will be essential in the blessing room. The character you are developing in the delay will be crucial in the delivery. The wisdom you are gaining in the process will be vital in the promise. You think the waiting is the worst part, but the waiting is the most important part. You believe the delay is the hardest season, but the delay is the most valuable season. You see the postponement as punishment, but the postponement is preparation. And what I am preparing you for is so much greater than what you are asking me for. Some of you have been waiting for years, and you think you have been standing still, but you have not been standing still. You have been growing up. You have been growing deeper. You have been growing stronger. You have been growing wiser. The person you are today is not the person you were when you first started asking me for what you are still asking me for. And the person you will be when I finally answer is the person who will be equipped to handle the answer. I know waiting is hard. I know delay feels like denial. I know postponement feels like punishment. But what you call waiting, I call working. What you call delay, I call development. What you call postponement, I call preparation. And when you finally see what I have been building in you while you were begging me to give to you, you will understand that the timing was perfect, the delay was purposeful, and the waiting was worthwhile. Stop asking when the blessing will come, and start asking who you need to become to receive it responsibly. Stop demanding to know when doors will open, and start inquiring about who you need to be to walk through them wisely. Stop insisting on knowing when your breakthrough will happen, and start investigating who you must become to handle it properly. The when will take care of itself when the who is ready. The timing will align when the character catches up. The breakthrough will come when the person receiving it has been broken of everything that would make the breakthrough break them. I am not keeping things from you. I am preparing you for things you cannot yet imagine receiving. You have been asking the wrong question for too long. Let me give you the right questions. Instead of when will you heal my broken heart, ask who am I becoming through this heartbreak that will enable me to love more deeply when love comes again. Instead of when will you open doors of opportunity, ask who am I becoming while doors are closed that will prepare me to steward opportunity wisely when it arrives. Instead of when will you bless me financially, ask who am I becoming in this season of lack that will enable me to handle abundance with integrity when you provide it. The right questions produce the right focus. The right focus produces the right development. The right development produces the right readiness. And the right readiness attracts the right timing. When you stop obsessing over when and start focusing on who, everything shifts. Your prayers change. Your perspective changes. Your patience changes. And when you change, I can begin to release what I have been holding until you are ready to receive it. I have not forgotten about your dreams. I have not abandoned your prayers. I have not changed my mind about my promises. But I will not release them until you are the person who can handle them without being destroyed by them. I love you too much to give you what you want before you become who you need to be. I care about you too deeply to bless you prematurely and watch you self-destruct under the weight of unprepared for success. The question you should be asking is not when will God move in my life, but how is God moving me toward the person I need to become? Not when will my situation change, but how is my situation changing me? Not when will I get what I want, but who am I becoming while I want what I do not yet have? These are the questions that matter. These are the questions that produce transformation. These are the questions that prepare you for blessing. Character cannot be rushed. Integrity cannot be hurried. Wisdom cannot be accelerated. Love cannot be forced. Patience cannot be shortcuts. Humility cannot be microwaved. These qualities that make you ready for blessing must be developed over time, through experience, in the laboratory of life, where pressure produces diamonds and heat creates gold. So instead of asking when, start asking what. What are you learning in this season? What is God developing in you during this delay? What character qualities are being strengthened? What weaknesses are being exposed and addressed? What patterns are being broken? What new habits are being formed? What old mindsets are being replaced? What deeper understanding are you gaining about yourself, about God, about life, about love, about purpose? Instead of asking when, start asking how. How can you cooperate with what God is doing in you right now? How can you embrace the process rather than resist it? How can you find purpose in the present instead of living entirely for the future? How can you grow in the gap between what you want and what you have? How can you use this time of waiting to become the person worthy of what you are waiting for? Instead of asking when, start asking where. Where is God working in your heart that you have not noticed? Where are you resisting His development that you need to surrender? Where are you growing in ways you did not expect? Where are you stronger than you used to be? Where are you wiser than you were before? Where are you more patient, more kind, more humble, more faithful than when you first started asking Him to move? Instead of asking when, start asking who. Who are you becoming in this season of delay? Who is emerging from the pressure you are under? Who is being shaped by the challenges you are facing? Who is being refined by the fire you are walking through? Who is being strengthened by the resistance you are experiencing? Who will you be when the waiting is over, that you could never have been if the waiting had never begun? The truth is this: I am not delaying your blessing. I am developing your capacity to carry it. I am not postponing your breakthrough. I am preparing your character to steward it. I am not withholding your elevation. I am working on your foundation to support it. The when is not the issue. The who is the issue. And when the who is ready, the when becomes irrelevant, because the timing becomes perfect. You will know you are ready when you stop asking when and start trusting that my timing is perfect. You will know you are prepared when you stop demanding answers and start embracing the mystery of my ways. You will know you are mature when you stop measuring my love by my speed and start recognizing my wisdom in my seasons. The day is coming when you will look back on this season of asking when and realize it was the most important season of your life. Not because of what you received at the end of it, but because of who you became in the middle of it. Not because of the blessing you finally got, but because of the person you finally grew into while getting ready for it. So change your question. Stop asking when and start asking who. Stop demanding timelines and start developing character. Stop measuring my faithfulness by your calendar and start measuring your readiness by your growth. Because the when will come when the who is ready. And when it does, you will understand that the timing was not late. It was perfect. The delay was not denial. It was development. The waiting was not wasted. It was worthwhile. The person you are becoming is the answer to the question you have been asking. Stop asking when and start asking who. The breakthrough is not in the timing. The breakthrough is in the transformation. And the transformation is happening now. Even as you wait, even as you wonder, even as you wish it would all hurry up and happen. Trust the process. Embrace the development. Welcome the growth. Love the person you are becoming. And know that when the finally arrives, you will be grateful that it took as long as it did. Because the who that emerges will be worth every moment of the wait. But let me go even deeper into why your focus on when is actually hindering your development. When you obsess over timing, you create anxiety that blocks the very growth I am trying to produce in you. When you demand to know my schedule, you resist my process. When you insist on your timeline, you interfere with my timeline, and my timeline is not just about when things happen. It is about ensuring that when things happen, you are the person who can receive them, steward them, and multiply them for my glory. Consider what happens to lottery winners who receive millions without any preparation. Statistics show that most of them lose everything within a few years, not because they receive too little, but because they receive too much too soon. They lack the character to manage wealth, the wisdom to invest wisely, the relationships to navigate success, and the spiritual foundation to handle the pressures that come with sudden elevation. They got the when they wanted, but they were not the who they needed to be. This is why I am more concerned with developing your character than accelerating your timeline. This is why I invest more energy in building your foundation than delivering your blessing. This is why I focus on preparing the person rather than rushing the promise. Because a strong person can rebuild what they lose, but a weak person will lose what they receive. Think about the areas where you are asking when, and let me show you what I am building in those very areas. You ask when you will find love, but I am teaching you how to love yourself first. You cannot give what you do not have. You cannot love others well if you do not know how to receive love from me. The season of singleness is not punishment for being unworthy of relationship. It is preparation for being worthy of the right relationship. During this time, I am healing your attachment issues. I am correcting your understanding of love. I am teaching you that love is not need disguised as affection. True love flows from wholeness, not from emptiness, seeking to be filled. I am showing you how to be complete in me, so that when the right person comes, you can offer them your overflow, not your deficit. You can give them your abundance, not your lack. You ask when your ministry will expand, but I am developing your heart for service. Ministry is not about platform. It is about purpose. It is not about visibility. It is about availability. It is not about how many people follow you. It is about how closely you follow me. I am teaching you to serve faithfully in small places before I trust you with larger spaces. I am developing your compassion for hurting people, your patience with difficult people, your wisdom for leading people. True ministry flows from character, not from charisma. It emerges from brokenness, not from brilliance. It develops through servanthood, not through self-promotion. I am building these qualities in you slowly, deliberately, thoroughly. Because when your platform expands, your character must be strong enough to support it. When your influence increases, your integrity must be deep enough to guide it. You ask when your finances will improve, but I am transforming your relationship with money. Money is not just a tool, it is a test. It reveals what is in your heart, it exposes your priorities, it demonstrates your values. Before I can trust you with more money, I must develop in you the character that can handle money without being corrupted by it. I am teaching you contentment in current circumstances. Contentment is not settling for less. It is being grateful for what you have while working faithfully toward what you are called to. I am developing in you the ability to be generous when you have little, so you will remain generous when you have much. I am building integrity in small financial decisions, so you will maintain integrity in large financial opportunities. The person who can be trusted with $5 can be trusted with 5 million, but the person who compromises with $5 will compromise with 5 million. I am testing your faithfulness in little, so I can trust you with much. I am observing how you handle current resources, so I can determine your readiness for greater resources. You ask when doors will open, but I am preparing you to walk through them with wisdom. An open door is not just an opportunity, it is a responsibility. It is not just a blessing, it is an assignment. When doors open, people will be watching. Expectations will be established. Standards will be set. The way you enter will determine how you are received. The way you conduct yourself will determine how long you are welcomed. I am developing your emotional intelligence so you can navigate complex relationships. I am building your spiritual discernment so you can recognize authentic allies and hidden agendas. I am strengthening your decision-making abilities so you can choose wisely when options multiply. I am teaching you how to remain humble when honor comes, how to stay grounded when elevation arrives, how to keep serving when success appears. Every door that opens will test different aspects of your character. Professional doors will test your integrity. Relational doors will test your authenticity. Financial doors will test your stewardship. Ministry doors will test your motives. I must ensure that you are prepared for all these tests before I open any of these doors. Because failing these tests does not just affect you, it affects everyone who trusted you, everyone who believed in you, everyone who was counting on you. You ask when your healing will come, but I am using your pain to develop your compassion. The wounds you carry are not just problems to be solved. They are classrooms where you are learning lessons you could never learn any other way. The empathy you are developing through your own suffering will enable you to comfort others in their suffering. The patience you are building through your own process will help you walk patiently with others through their process. I am not being cruel by allowing you to experience pain. I am being strategic. The greatest healers are those who have been wounded and found healing. The most effective counselors are those who have been broken and found wholeness. The most powerful ministers are those who have been lost and found direction. Your pain is not pointless. It is preparation for purpose. But this preparation requires time. It cannot be rushed. Wounds heal at their own pace. Character develops according to its own timeline. Wisdom grows through experience, not through information. Love deepens through relationship, not through education. These things that matter most cannot be microwaved. They must be slow cooked in the kitchen of life, where pressure and heat combine to create something beautiful. You ask when your prayers will be answered, but I am teaching you how to pray more effectively. Prayer is not just asking, it is aligning. It is not just requesting, it is relating. It is not just talking to me, it is listening to me. Many of your prayers have been answered, But you did not recognize the answers because they did not look like what you expected. I am teaching you to pray with surrendered will, not demanding will. I am showing you how to seek my heart, not just my hand. I am developing in you the ability to trust my wisdom, even when it contradicts your desires. The more you grow in prayer, the more your prayers change. You begin asking for what I want to give, rather than demanding what you want to receive. This transformation of your prayer life is essential preparation for the answers that are coming. Because when I answer prayer dramatically, publicly, powerfully, you must be able to handle the results with spiritual maturity. When miracles happen through your prayers, you must remember who performed them. When breakthroughs come in response to your intercession, you must remain humble about your role in the process. You ask when your calling will be fulfilled. But I am clarifying your calling while you wait. Many people think they understand their calling, but they only understand their desire. Your calling is not just what you want to do. It is what I have equipped you to do. It is not just what excites you. It is what equips others. It is not just what fulfills you. It is what serves my purposes. I am using this season to reveal the difference between your calling and your preferences, between your assignment and your assumptions, between my plans and your plans. True calling emerges from intimacy with me, not from analysis of your abilities. It flows from relationship, not from reasoning. It develops through surrender, not through strategy. The clearer your calling becomes, the more focused your preparation becomes. You stop trying to be ready for everything and start preparing for your specific assignment. You stop developing random skills and start building relevant abilities. You stop pursuing general knowledge and start seeking specialized wisdom. This focused preparation is essential for effective ministry. You ask when breakthrough will come, but I am building breakthrough capacity in you right now. Breakthrough is not just about circumstances changing. It is about you changing in ways that create new circumstances. It is not just about external barriers falling. It is about internal barriers being removed. It is not just about doors opening around you. It is about limitations being lifted within you. I am expanding your thinking so you can conceive of bigger possibilities. I am stretching your faith so you can believe for greater things. I am increasing your capacity so you can handle larger assignments. I am developing your leadership so you can guide more people. I am building your character so you can influence wider circles. The breakthrough you experience externally will be proportional to the breakthrough you experience internally. This internal expansion requires time and testing. Your comfort zones must be stretched. Your limiting beliefs must be challenged. Your small thinking must be enlarged. Your fearful patterns must be broken. Your dependent tendencies must be overcome. This transformation happens through experience, through challenge, through pressure, through growth that cannot be rushed. You ask when God will move, but I am moving in you every moment you are asking. I am not static while you wait. I am not inactive while you wonder. I am not absent while you anticipate. I am working constantly, consistently, creatively, to develop in you everything you need for everything I have planned for you. The movement you see is not the only movement happening. The answers you receive are not the only answers being prepared. The changes you experience are not the only changes being orchestrated. I am working simultaneously on multiple levels, in multiple dimensions, through multiple methods to align your character with your calling, your preparation with your purpose, your readiness with your destiny. So stop asking when and start noticing what. What is different about you today compared to last year? What has grown in you that was not there before? What has been healed that was once broken? What has been learned that was once unknown? What has been overcome that once overcame you? What has been developed that was once dormant? These changes are the answer to your when question. They are evidence of my movement, proof of my faithfulness, confirmation of my work in you. The when you want is connected to the who you are becoming. When your character matches your calling, timing becomes irrelevant. When your preparation meets opportunity, when becomes automatic. When your readiness aligns with my purposes, breakthrough becomes inevitable. The when is not a date on a calendar. It is a state of spiritual readiness, and you are closer to that state than you realize. Every day you choose character over convenience. You move closer to your when. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you advance toward your breakthrough. Every moment you choose trust over anxiety, you align with my timing. Every decision you make to become who I am calling you to be accelerates the process of receiving what I am preparing to give you. The question is not, when will God move in your life? The question is, how will you move toward the person God is calling you to become? The answer to the second question is the answer to the first question. When you become who you need to be, you will receive what you have been asking for, but not before, not until, not without. This is wisdom. This is love. This is protection. This is preparation. This is divine timing, working in divine ways to produce divine results. Trust the process. Embrace the development. Love the person you are becoming, and know with absolute certainty that when the when arrives, the who you have become will be ready.